one piece of technology, if we're talking about technology
let's go
that we use, is Canopy.
Yes, good. I wanted to talk about this.
That is a game changer.
It basically comes up on every single podcast. So let's talk about it for a little bit.
Have to do it. Okay. So Canopy, what
tell me what it is as if I had no idea.
So essentially, I can. So
let me ask this. Let's back up. Let's back up. When did you find it?
When we had this meeting at Premier the last time.
Somebody said Canopy.
Yes, he said, "Do you?" I was like, "I've never heard of this before." It was not Charles.
Okay, it was not Charles McDade.
I'm gonna.
It doesn't matter.
Forgetting his name, but
it's okay.
So essentially, before we would have a questionnaire that we would send out, and then say we'd like copies of your declarations pages. Sure. If you can't find them, then we just have a bunch of other questions about your cars and all this stuff. Right? And Canopy, what it does is you just embed a link into the email, or you can send them a link via text message. You can have them scan a QR code. Like they can do anything, and all that they do is it opens up. It says, which insurance company are you with? They go State Farm. Okay, click on State Farm. They click State Farm. It takes them to a login page, and assuming they have
State Farm login.
Yeah, assuming that they have an online account for their insurance, which most people do.
Sure.
They just enter their login information, and then boom, the system just takes their declarations pages from the State Farm website and sends them straight to your email. Wow. So I can't even imagine before I started doing this how many times I would quote somebody and they'd go, "Oh yeah, you're $400 more per year. Not interested." Right. We're just like, okay, well, are the coverages the same? And they're just like, I don't know, but it's $400 more per year.
Right.
So now you can go in and they'll say you're $400 more per year, and you go, yeah, but I'm looking at your declarations page. You have a 2% wind and hail deductible. Right. That means that if a hailstorm comes through, which we live in Colorado, it's going to happen. You're going to be out of pocket $10,000.
Right. Right.
Whereas here it's $2,500.
Right.
They're like, oh my God, I didn't notice that. It's like, well, you're not an insurance broker.
You
probably wouldn't know that, right? So that has really changed the game. And it's actually I use it sort of as like a weeding out process too. Yeah. Like if somebody says, I want a quote, and then I say,
they don't follow your process.
They're like, yeah, I don't want to give you that. I just want a quote. I'm like,
done.
Can't help it. Because it's going to be the same thing. They're going to be like, well, you're $400 more per year.
Yeah, right.
So I just say, you don't have to do that. I mean, obviously, when they type in their login information, I don't see that. It says it very clearly that this is secure.
Sure.
But I go, okay, well, you can just go online and you can just email me the deck pages if you want. And if they're not willing to do that, then we're just not going to help them.
We're not going to do this relationship.
Got enough going on.
I love that.
I use Canopy Connect.
Okay. Let's pause on this for a second. The first time I heard about Canopy Connect was Charles McDade mentioned Canopy Connect, and I'm like, I have no idea what you're talking about. So let's just pause for a second and take some time on Canopy Connect.
Yep.
Tell everybody what it is. And tell us if you love it and if it's absolutely amazing. I love it. I think you do love it.
Yeah,
I think everybody who uses it is like, it's the best.
I love it.
So what is it?
What is Canopy Connect is it's like a link you can send to your clients. You can email it. You can text it to them. Okay. And basically they click on the link. It'll say it'll pull up and say, you received a thing from S&K Insurance. Click on this link. They click on it. And then they will choose. They have to have an online account with their current carrier. Okay. So Farmers, State Farm, Allstate, Travelers, anybody. Okay. They have to have an online account with them.
Or else it immediately does not work as well as
if they don't have an online account, they can't pull the deck pages.
Okay.
They have to have an online account with their carrier. Okay. So basically, they go in and they say they check. I have Travelers. Click on Travelers. They use their log information for Travelers. And then they'll put in drivers or names, driver's license numbers, and then it automatically submits. They hit submit. It sends you their deck pages.
Awesome.
Directly, and then you get an email saying notified. So it's great because you have the deck pages on file.
Yeah.
You got the full copies of them, so you can see the full coverages and everything they have.
Do the appropriate job.
Yep. And then obviously some carriers don't report to prior insurance. So if you get that error, you have the deck page. You don't have to go chase them down. So it works great.
What % of your clients actually have their login information for their former carrier or their carrier, their existing carrier?
If they have an online account, they have their login information.
Okay.
If they don't have an online account, it's mute.
I guess what I'm saying, you send the Canopy Connect link 100% of the time, and 80% of the time it works?
I would say 80 to 90% of the time it works. Yep.
Wow.
And then you got to kind of explain it to them, like say they have their home with Travelers, Autos with Safeco. They just got to use the link twice. Yeah. Use it 2 times, but it's awesome. I mean, I can't say enough about that.
And it doesn't cost that much.
No, I think it's $99 a month.
Okay, great. out there in the world, people are like,
Yeah,
$99, what a chump. I paid $52.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm just kidding. I have no idea what
and I think you can have
I have no idea what it costs.
And I think you could have unlimited users too with the 99,
cool.
like
Cool.
within your agency.
Oh,
or
so it's
something like
$99 for the agency.
Yeah.
Cool. Very cool.
Yep.
I've heard Canopy Connect is the bomb. So
Yeah,
I didn't know
they
that's
work
how
best.
it worked, though. I
Yeah.
knew that you somehow magically got the deck pages and got all the
Yeah.
information on the insureds. I didn't know that's how it happened.
Yeah, and I kind of, they don't have an app, but what I did is I saved the link to my notes so I could be on my cell phone and just
And
send it to
the
them that
link
way.
and say, hey, we'll get this process started.
Yep.
Fill out this link,
Yep.
and it'll get me everything that I need.
Yep. So it just works great. It's just so much easier.
I really like that.
And people like it too, because I mean, or if you don't want to do that, then we can sit here and I can ask for VIN numbers, and that just turns them off. They're like, no, because I said it literally takes you 2 minutes to do.
Yeah.
Instead of we're sitting here on the phone for 20 minutes writing down.
So
VIN numbers.
Canopy Connect. Good.
Yep,
I'm
I
glad
love
you're
that.
using that.
Premier Group Insurance is providing this podcast for informational uses only. This podcast should not be relied on as legal or medical advice. Reference to any specific product or entity does not constitute an endorsement or recommendation by Premier Group Insurance. The views expressed by guests are their own, and their appearance on the program does not imply any endorsement to them or any entity they represent. Views and opinions expressed by Premier Group Insurance employees, i.e. Sean Michael Walker, are those of the employees and do not necessarily reflect the view of Premier Group Insurance. Copyright 2022. Premier Group Insurance, Inc., all rights reserved.